So, welcome to Eve's Creations Paint Party. We're doing Nosey Gnome tonight. Oh, yeah. So, my name is Eve, and I already announced who we are. Let's say hi to you-know-who. I'm a little all over the place because they're changing this screen for the lives, and it's like just messing with me. But anyway, I'm going to try my best. All right. So, there he is, the man of the hour, the Mr. Butters. Gotta give him props because he's a good boy. And you never know, he might start chiming in the middle of our party because, you know, he doesn't want to be left out or anything. I have no idea what this clip is doing, but whatever. I'm going to show you my handy dandy table. Of course, we got the Java. That's the most important. The water, the brushes. We're using Big Boy tonight. He is a 1-inch flat. We've got Tiny in the house. He is a small round for details. We have Mini-Me in the house. He is a small shader brush for coloring. Of course, Mr. Nifty is here. When you clean your brushes, you want to give it a swirl. The more you swirl, cleaner it gets. A tap, a dab on the paper towel. Swirl, tap, dab. And you want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. The palette, same colors every single party. Blue, black, red, yellow, and white. Hello. Yes. So, there's the handy dandy table. Hello, 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 Bonnie. How you doing, sweetheart? Hello, 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 Tina B. How you doing, honey? So, hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Seems like we were just here, doesn't it? Marie is in the house. Kelly is here. Hello, hello, Kelly. What you doing, hon? You're in North Carolina. You're on my side of the you're on my side of the states. Oh yeah. So I try to do red, white, and blue, guys. Not too bad. And I'm wearing my Patriots shirt. Yep, that's the football team I follow. Even though I haven't watched football in I don't know how long. It's been probably a year or two. That's I know. I'm a terrible fan, right? And Tina B is watching tonight. Oh, well, healing wishes for you. Healing wishes for you, Tina B. Healing prayers and healing wishes to everybody. All right, I'm going to put you guys in your handy dandy holder. There you are. There's the Nosey Gnome. Oh, yeah, Nosey Gnome in the house. So, Samantha is here. Joanne is here. Hello, 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 Joanne. Welcome to the fam. Everybody give Joanne a warm Eve's Creations welcome. Welcome to the fam, Joanne. Samantha's back. Hello, 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 Samantha. Back for more torture. Oh, yeah. Andrea's hanging out. Hello, 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 Andrea. How you doing, sweetie? Lori's here. Hello, 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 Lori. Thank you for the stars, Bonnie. You are amazing. And if anybody doesn't know, stars is a way to send support. It's, I don't know, Facebook puts it up here, and they're a penny each. So, just a little FYI. I also have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App to send support. You can send support through those. Anybody who sends support gets Mr. Nifty's for free, so just make sure you private message me your address. And I'm glad everybody is popping on because the event page was... Hi, Peggy. Hello, 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 sweetheart. How you doing, Peggy? The event page was getting spammed, so... yeah, so I hope you guys aren't hitting any extra buttons. Please don't get yourselves in trouble. Obviously, I go live from my page every single time, so there is no links or anything you have to follow. Hello, 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 Carolyn. How you doing, sweetheart? Carolyn's in the house. Oh, yeah. Peggy, sore mouth after dental surgery. Ugh. Healing prayers to Peggy. Yuck. Anything teeth, it's terrible. I'd rather lose a limb than have a tooth problem. It hurts so bad. So healing wishes to you, Peggy. 6,000%. Right? I hope you recover very quickly and pain-free. Okay? So I got my roll call working. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Nosey Gnome here. So Nosey Gnome is a series. We do We do Nosey Gnome. Happy Canada Day. We do Nosey Gnome every holiday. So he's back. And if you want all the other holidays with Nosey Gnome, they're on my YouTube channel. Maybe I'll do some past blasts for Nosey Gnome. I'm on a 16 by 20 canvas. 16 this way, 20 straight up and down. If you're working on something different, that is totally fine. Why is this like not straight? Alright, there we go. As long as you're in the same area the canvas as I'm in, you will be fine. I cannot show you both at once what we're working on and what we're we're working towards. So take a screenshot if you need to, so you can have your reference. All right. So everybody take a chance to take a screenshot. I'm still looking. They reconfigured all the buttons on this app, and if I miss your comments, I am sorry. Just post it again. And also, if I miss something that you posted to my page, I'll find it. I will find it because, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, I'm going to post my YouTube channel so you guys have it. All the replays are on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. That really does help. There's other ways to support, other than monetary, sharing supports, reviews support, subscribing support. So all of that stuff is a way to send support. It is July 1st. Welcome to July, everybody. Holy schmoly. So it's Dollar Day. So if anybody wants just, shoot over $1, maybe you can't show that much support through money, and that's fine because I know exactly where you're at, 6,000%. So that's why I do everything for free, because everybody should have the opportunity to paint. But if you were feeling some sort of way, it's Dollar Day, and you could just send $1, and there's never any judgment here, but maybe just a little something to make you guys feel a little bit better, because I know some of you are amazing and you can't do support, and that's okay. But I just want to give everybody an opportunity to feel like they're paying it forward. So that's all there is to it. I'm done with my spiel. We're going to start painting. Done with the spiel. We're going to paint. All right. So here we go. The almighty blank canvas. It's so scary. But we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes, and it's all going to be good. It's all going to be good. 6,000%. Okay, so we're going to start off with Big Boy. He is 1 inch flat. Swirl Tap Dad Big Boy. Thank you, Bonnie, for the stars. You're awesome. We got to keep going and keep you in supplies, because supplies aren't free. That is true. It'd be very nice if art supplies were free, but they're not. Awesome, Peggy. That's awesome. Sounds great. Yep. Thank you so much, Robin. You're amazing. You're a sweetheart. Thank you for the stars, Robin. Hello, 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 sweetheart. All right, so Big Boy, 1 inch flat. We're going to start off with black and a tiny, tiny, tiny smidge of white, like hardly even there. See that? Hardly even there. Connie and Craig are hanging out with us tonight. Everybody give a warm Eve's Creations welcome to Connie and Craig. What? Hello, 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 guys. Welcome to the fam. Alright, so we're doing black on top. We're doing black on top because, I'll tell you why. Because the fireworks, I schmoozed them all. Yes, I'm insane. So I schmoozed them all and fixed all the edges, and I'm going to tell you all about that when we get to it. But hello, 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 Katie. How you doing, sweetie? How do you set up the paint? It's just blue, black, yellow, red, and white. That's all. And if you want to play with different colors, you can play with all the different colors you want, honey. It's totally fine. Hello, 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 Katie. How you doing, sweetie? So we're going to do black. And we're going to do black about halfway down. Yeah, Tina B, the only thing to subscribe is YouTube. So I think Peggy was talking about the YouTube. Unless Facebook's doing something different that I don't know about. So I'm not really sure. Unless, you know, you could follow my page. Maybe that's what's going on. Oh, Cicada Paints Facebook group. Oh, that's not me. All right, Peggy, go with your bad self. Go with your bad self, finding all your resources and your videos and all of that good stuff. Getting yourself all squared away. It's awesome. Love it. 6,000%. You've been doing okay, Katie? It's hot in Texas. It was very muggy here today. New Jersey gets that like sticky hot. It's not that dry hot. It's that sticky hot. So it's very, very, very separate. Separate. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm reading Tina's comment. And I didn't mean to say separate, but I did. I meant to say New Jersey's very different from Texas. Different was the word I was looking for, because we get that sticky hot. You know, like you had a free day in the sauna. I already used all my black. 6,000%. If you know, and you guys could use like a black canvas if you wanted to. That would work also. So we're just filling in the top black. That's all we're doing. Nothing fancy going on here. We're just doing black paint. Just black paint. It's all we're. Oop! I just flung back black paint somewhere. Whole big glob of black paint just went flying somewhere. I have no idea where that landed. It just went swoop. Yes, Katie, I am standing up. I am one of those people that are always standing. I'm not a you know, and my legs really do not appreciate it, but I am I'm one of those people that stand all the time. I'm constantly standing. Because when I sit, I sit. You know, when I sit, I'm sitting for a long time. Like, I don't get up. No, it flung like onto my counter, Tina B. It went, see, that's my counter right there. So it flung that way. So we don't have to worry about stepping on it. It went that way. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm a stander. 6,000%. That's what I do. And, oh, and I also wanted to tell you guys, because, like I said, Facebook's doing all this weird stuff. I don't know what it's doing. I guess because it's meta or something now. Who knows? But, they're doing all this weird stuff. And I'm noticing that it's soliciting for stars, like throughout this video and on my page, and those comments, those requests for stars is not from me. It's from Facebook. So I don't want anybody to feel like you have to spend money, because you don't. Alright? All that stuff, all those requests, anything that has, donate stars, I'm like seeing it all over. Every single post I do, throughout this feed I see it, all that. So I just want to let you guys know there's no obligation to hit that button or to sign up for it. If you do, much appreciated. Okay? You know, some of you love that stars button, and I really do appreciate it. So I'm not trying to sound like I don't appreciate it. I just want to let you know it's not me that's constantly asking for it. I ask for it, but I don't ask for it. You know what I mean? I asked for it when throughout my life I've been asking for it. But I'm not asking for it as far as the stars is concerned. Oh my goodness gracious! All right, I can't. I'm so bad with buttons. I just can't. Oh, and just a reminder, remind me, all my videos are kid friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing. You guys try to watch your comments, okay? Okay. Yeah, Katie, you don't understand the stars anyway. And honestly, I don't either. My sister is really good with computers and pushing buttons, so she figures it all out for me, 6,000%. And so anyway, as you get a little bit past halfway, now you're going to start grabbing blue, white, and black to soften it up on the bottom. I'm just grabbing more black paint. So as you get a little bit past halfway, we're going to grab black. Alright, so you don't have to clean your brush. We're grabbing the black, and we're grabbing the blue, and we're grabbing some white. Okay, and pull from the edges so you don't kerplunk and waste all of your paint. So now you're going to grab the blue, black, and white, and you just want to go into the black and back down, into the black and back down, and that way you get a nice soft change from the black into the lighter colors. And if it's being a little tricky for you, just grab more black paint. If that's being a little tricky for you, you can grab more black paint and just put more black paint on your canvas, and then pull down and do the transition. So, took you a while to figure out how to get here. Oh, hello, Regine. How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to the fam. You found us. What? Oh, yeah. Regine in the house. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm a big name botcher. Alright, so you can grab the black paint, and then as you work your way down, you're just going to grab black, blue, and white. Alright, so you're going to just, as you're working your way down, you're just going to start grabbing less black paint. You're going to grab less black paint and more of the white and the blue. Okay, more of the white and the blue as you work your way down. Alright, so you guys, I totally support going rogue. 6,000%. Oh, awesome. I'm saying your name right. 6,000%. I totally support going rogue. So I want you guys to have a lot of fun with this painting. You know, think about what Nosey Gnome is wearing. I did red, white, and blue. Okay, so you guys can do whatever colors you want. I have a lot of, it's Canada today. Somebody just told me it was Canada Day today. So all of my Canadian fam members, if you know, you want to do your Canadian colors, I'm really bad. I don't even know what those are. Sorry. I can only pay attention to one country. That's all there is to it. I'm really bad. You guys want to know something I'm really bad at? I'm going to give you a heads up. I am really bad. Hello, Tina. How you doing, sweetheart? Tina, there's another Tina here. I am really bad with geography and like history. I'm really, that is not my strong suit. I'm not worldly. I'm not, Canadian is red and white. Thanks, Marie. So, yeah, so you guys can do red and white. You know, you don't have to add the blue part. I'm not good with history. Like, I like history, like Egyptians and like the ancient cities and stuff. I think that stuff's really, really, really cool. But if you ask me what battle was when, with what date, and what general, and what, like, who was on whose side, and I have no idea. No clue. Absolutely none. No idea. The only one I know is, like, Civil War was North and South. That's all I know. So, if you want to know a subject that I am absolutely poo-poo, have no idea, it's history. And anything geography. Like, I know Canada's north and Mexico's south. But if you asked me, like, where Quebec is in Canada, no idea. You asked me where North Dakota is in the United States, no idea. So, Definitely that some people are awesome at that stuff. They are so knowledgeable about the world, and it's so amazing to me. Hi Debbie, you caught up? Excellent, Debbie. Hello, sweetheart. No worries. You got plenty of time to catch up, Mustard. I'm just battling away over here. We're not doing anything exciting. Just talking about my shortcomings with history and geography and all that happy stuff. I don't know how. I'm not good at any of that. I am not good at any of that. Okay, so I sound like you in history, right? All right, so I'm going to show you all these awesome fireworks, and I'm going to show you how to paint them. Now, the reason we did black on top, and I'm going to show you my insanity. Okay, so it's up to you how much. You're in Vermont. That's north. I know that's north. I'm going to show you my insanity on this. Okay, so it's up to you. Quebec is 6 hours from New York. Yeah, okay. North? East? No, can't go east. That's the ocean. So I guess it's west. Every single line I fixed by putting black around it. Okay? And that's why we did the black on top. So every single line of every single firework I schmoozed and shaped it by putting black paint around it after I painted it on here. So that's my insanity. Like, I did black paint around every little petal to make it all very concise lines. Okay? So, now, it's up to you how much time you want to invest. 6,000%. I'm going to show you how to do all the different shapes and show you how to paint it on, because it's lots and lots of layers at different times. So, but we're not going to sit here for the 10 hours. Actually, probably longer than that, of me outlining every firework in black. We're not doing it, people. I already painted it once. I'm not painting it again. So, and I want you guys to go rogue. I totally support going rogue with this painting. 6,000%. Have a lot of fun with it. Just do you, boo. That's all there is to it. Okay? So, the first thing we're going to do, I'm swirl, tap, dabbing big boy. And I'm going to grab white paint. We're grabbing white. Nice, flat, thin edge. And we're going to do the pieces shooting upwards. You're in Ontario. Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. That's okay. You guys do, and that's what's important. So we're going to do the sweeping motions upwards. All right. So the first one, you just hold your brush back here. You make sure you have a nice thin edge. You're going to put it on your canvas. You're going to start a little bit above halfway because you want to make sure you leave enough room for Nosey Gnome. All right? You could always make them bigger. And we're going to find our center. Home. We're going to find our center. Home. Right? And then we're going to go a little bit to the side of the center. And you're going to hold your brush back here and you're just going to pull. Just like that. Just like that. And I'm grabbing more paint, making sure I have a nice thin edge. And I'm going to come over on this side and we're going to swoop one up here. Swoop, right towards that corner. Right there. And then the next one, grabbing more paint, nice thin edge. And we're going to swoop down to this section right here. So, whoop, right into there. Okay? Grabbing more paint, nice thin edge, holding your brush back here, and we're going to swoop into that area right there. And then we're going to do the one that is over here. Swoop, just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. So, the first fireworks you're going to start off with, everything was mapped in white first. And then you guys can color in any way you want to color in. It's fine with me. It doesn't matter to me. And How To Tuesday coming up this week is going to be texture. I just didn't create the event page yet. Okay, so the first one is off the canvas. So you're going to turn around and you're going to, you're just going to do lines. Like in a flower shape. That's all. And like I said, if you mess one up or if it's not clean, if it's not crisp, and I'm just pulling big boy, that's all I'm doing. You can always go back in with the black paint and clean it up. Okay? You can always go back in with the black paint and clean it up. No worries. Alright, so this one is bursting from the top. So we're just doing angled line outwards. And then the next thing I did was make a space and then follow that line through. And if you notice, I'm holding big boy here. I'm making sure it's a nice flat edge. And I am just pulling through. Right, you can sneak another one up there. And that is our first blast. What? Yes, we did it. Oh, yeah, blasting away. Okay, so the next thing is you're going to grab mini-me or tiny. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to grab tiny. Alright, and I'm going to grab my white paint. And this one has dashes in it. Alright, so in between all these little lines here, right, try not to smudge your paint as you're doing this. It just has dashes like this. And I just snuck them in wherever, and I'm holding my brush like a pencil, and I'm just putting these little dashes in. That's all. Alright, so firework number one. Fire in the hole. Bam! Firework number one. We got the shape. Oh, yeah. So, you know, and you could feed these dashes in any which way you want to feed them in. Alright, so, and all these fireworks were done in white paint first. And then I added the colors. Also, you're going to have to decide which firework is in front of the other firework. Okay, so those sort of things we're going to make decisions on. But no worries, I'll help you out with that. Okay, so the next firework is exactly the same thing, except you can see the center. Right, the center isn't off the canvas. Okay, so I'm swirl tap dabbing big boy, getting all the globs of paint out of him. And nice and clean and smooth. And I'm grabbing my white. Grabbing the white paint right here. See? Boop, boop. And this guy, you can see his center. Alright? So the center, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm just holding big boy. And all you want to do is you can make a cross. Right? And then you do an X. And there you go. There's a center. Alright? And then out from the center and in between was the dashes. Okay? And then I just skip spaces in between them. That's all I do. So I don't do one solid line. Can you do one solid line? Sure, if you want to do one solid line. It's your fireworks. Doesn't matter to me. Alright? So this guy is the same as the other guy. And then he has the dashes too. Alright? So, exact same firework. Just on the other side. And you can see his center. Okay? 6,000%. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. And then he has the dashes coming out. And everything is coming out from that center. Okay? So you just want to follow. Whoop. See how that was like a big globby dash? So I just went in after the fact and I used black paint to clean it up. I used black paint to clean it up. So if you wind up with a goopy one, here, I'll show you the close-up. Close-up! Hi! So if you wind up, see that one right there? Right there. Alright, he went a little nutty. you can go in with the black paint around it and clean it up if you want to. Okay, so this painting is a person with OCD's nightmare. 6,000%. If you're one of those people that need everything perfect and lined up and all of that happy stuff, this is your nightmare right now. Oh, look at that. I think I found that glob of paint that splattered. It was on the side of the canvas. Because I just put my fingers over there. Alright, let's wipe that off my hand. Because, you know, that's going to wind up somewhere I don't want it to be. That's where the glob went. It went to the side of the canvas. Okay, so dashes. And like I said, it's all just angled out from the center. Alright? Bam! Firework number 2. Alright. Firework number 3 over here. He's kind of the same deal, except I didn't put spaces. See how this has spaces right here? I did not put spaces in between his lines. Okay, so same deal, just no spaces in between the lines. Alright, so you're going to find your center, wherever you want your center to be. And you're just going to like imagine a little center. If you want to put a center point in for yourself, so you know what you're working from, you can do that. And it was just a pull out from the center. Now, I'm going to add a little yellow to this. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to this. Number 1, the fireworks yellow. But number 2, so I don't start getting confused which lines go with which firework. Because if we fill this all in with just white, of all these lines and all these lines and dashes and everything else, if we did just white, after a while, we're not going to be able to tell what's what. So I'm adding some yellow paint to this one, so I can tell the difference between this one and the other one. Okay, so, and like I said, he was just solid lines coming out. That's all he was. And if you want, and he's going to be on top of the guy up here. Alright? So you can just paint your lines right over the lines of the other firework. And you can add as many pieces as you want to add. Alright? No worries. Hi Myrna, came in late. Did you do the black and blue background as wet on wet? Kind of dried a little bit because I was jabbering. So I give it like, I give the black about, you know, a little bit to set first before you start painting the fireworks on it. Should we fill in our colors on the back ones before we fill in and paint the ones in front? That's up to you, Bonnie. 6,000%. That's up to you. If you do your colors on these one, like so, the one, see this? This one is over the yellow one. So that's why I did it in white first. So when I go in to paint the colors, I'm going to put those colors right over the yellow one. So if you turn around and paint your colors on the white ones first, right? See how he's over that one? That's why I did them just white, because then when I do the color, I'm going to go over the other one. So that's why I just did the white. If you do the colors now, you can, 6,000%, but you got to pay attention to which firework is in front of the other firework when you do that. That's the only difference, okay? Alright, so the next one, I'm going to wipe my brush off. Swirl, tap, dab my brush, and I'm going to grab white and red. So a whole lot of white, just a little bit of red so I can tell where this firework's going to be. And these fireworks actually have, my finished product actually has, they actually have like 5 coats of paint on them. I told you, I was a little nutty with painting this. I was a little insane. So, it's up to you guys how much time you want to invest, alright? So, I grabbed a little bit of red with the white so I can see what's going on. And this guy is beating, he's winning over the yellow one. So, I'm going to draw my lines right over it. Alright? And his center is off the side of the canvas too. So, for the top part, you're just going to do the straight lines. Right? Right out from the center of the canvas. So I'm going to add more white because you guys really can't see that. So I'm just going to do the straight lines right off the center of the canvas there. And that's why I'm changing the colors. Thank you so much, Debbie, for the stars. See, because otherwise if we did it in white, we'd start getting really confused because that looks like a big mess right there. Okay? But you can kind of tell which ones are pink and which ones are yellow. Alright? So, that's why we're doing the colors. And this one, it's one of those, it's the firework that's starting to fall. Okay? So, it still has like the blast on top, but then it has the pieces that start to float downward. So, after you're done doing the pieces on top, okay? So I'm going to make these a little more prominent so you can see them. Now the more you go over them, the thicker your lines are going to get. So just keep that in mind. Alright, just keep that in mind. And then when I get past the little blast, the little shooting part, I start to curve them. Okay, I'm curving them now because it's starting to fall downwards. And then you can add, every time you see me leave the canvas, I'm grabbing more paint. And then you could add some more in any which way you want to. Alright, 6,000%. Okay? So, I'm going to show you the other firework that's connected to the trail. Right, so there's that trail right there. And then I'll give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. Alright, so I'm going to show you the other firework that's coming off of this trail. And then you guys can catch up mustard. So all of these are pretty much the same exact thing. They're just the lines coming outwards. Alright, and then this one we just had curved the lines to make it look like it's falling out. So the next one is the same exact thing. It's another yellow one. And the center is off the side of the canvas again. Alright, so easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I'm going to grab my white. And I'm going to grab my yellow. Right, still put a nice fine edge on my brush. And, you know, I'm going to follow this up to know where the center kind of is going off of my canvas. You don't have to do it perfectly, but, and then I just did a line coming out like this. Whoop. Just like that. And then I did the pieces coming out from angles from that. Alright, so this is exactly the same type of firework as all the other ones we just did. They're all the same type. They're all just lines. They're just lines coming out from the center. And that's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you want to do a solid line, you can do a solid line. If you want to do dashes, you can do dashes. You can add the lines now that are in between this. Okay, and like I said, it's all just shooting out at an angle. It's all shooting out from that center point. Okay, 6,000%. So I'll give you guys a chance to catch up mustard. I'm going to wipe my my brush off before I put them in the water this time, unlike the other video where Big Boy was definitely not cooperating because I left all the goopy paint in them before I put them in the water. Because that's what we do. Making messes. Oh, yeah. So, everybody catch up mustard with this one. And I'm going to do some roll call. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. There's this painting is not that hard to do. It can just get a little confusing with all your lines. So if you're starting to get a little confused, just add a little bit of color to your white and you'll be fine. If you have one that comes out thick or goopy or the wrong shape or the wrong way, just let it dry, because then you can go back with black paint. That's why we did the black on top. You can just go in with black paint and clean it up. All right, 6,000%. So just like that, we did 5 fireworks. Look at that, guys. Look how amazing you are. What? We've actually been painting for what, 10 minutes maybe? And we got 5 fireworks in the bag. Yes. And Butters is sleeping right now. I don't know how he sleeps through all the noise that I make. I constantly am making noises. Well, you guys know. I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. You already know that I make noises. Alright, I'm going to post my Venmo link now. Okay, because I posted the PayPal one. Now I'm going to post the Venmo one. All right, so this way you guys know that you're doing links that are valid and not spam. Okay, 6,000%. I always worry about you guys because I hate to see anybody taken advantage of, and having your card hacked is no fun. I've had mine hacked a few times. Absolutely no fun. And then they make you like jump through hoops, do jumping jacks, do like, you know, head rolls and whatever else they make you do to get your money back. I had to argue with one of the companies and I'm gone. My money's just gone. So I know how it is and I always worry. I don't want you guys pressing buttons and it's not the right buttons. All right. So roll call time. And if you're waiting for me, just play. That's all. If you're waiting for me, if you want to just start going nutty and start painting, go ahead, play. I'm giving everybody a chance to catch up mustard. All right, so we got Katie and Robin and Tina B, Bonnie, Marie, Kelly, Joanne, Samantha, Andrea, Lori, Peggy, Carolyn, Connie and Craig. I love that. It sounds like a sitcom. Connie and Craig. Regine, Tina, and Debbie are in the house. So if you didn't say hello, say hello. If you're being a creeper and just hanging out in the sidelines, that's fine too. We love you. We got all sorts here. We got creepers and watchers and all sorts of things going on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to map in Nosey Gnome. We're going to map in Nosey Gnome, okay? Because I want this to set and dry before I start putting lines on top of it. Okay? 6,000%. So, Nosey Gnome in the house. All right. So, white paint. Hello, Sandra. How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to the fam, Sandra. So, white paint, big boy, and we're going to find our center again. Find our center. How much for my brush set? They're $25, Debbie. And plus shipping and handling. So I'm going to find my center. Okay. And then we're going to do like a circle that the edge is kind of going off. So I'm going to mark my center. Mark my center, and then we're going to do parentheses and a parentheses. Okay, parentheses on it and a parentheses on either side, and just fill it in. I always start off smaller than what you actually want it to be because, so glad you're here. Yes, Debbie. So the brush sets are, every single video I've ever done, I use these same brushes for every video, except if it's like a how-to and somebody wanted to see a different type of brush. So I'm just filling and fixing now, guys. I'm just filling and fixing. And I always start my shape off small because as I play with it, the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. 6,000%. Alright, so. Yep, so it has big boy, it has mini me, it has tiny, it has the 3 fluffies, it has 2 nifties in it. So, and that's the only brushes I've ever used in all of my videos. Like I said, unless I was doing a how-to and somebody wanted to see something different, then I might have used something different. Okay, so once you have that, then you're going to put his nose in, because he's Nosey Gnome. Oh, yeah. So, we're going to put his nose in. Again, find my center, and I'm just going to do a line outward. That is not a straight line, Eve. Let's try that. Sometimes it's tricky because I'm from the side painting. Let's try that again. I'm behind you. Creeper. Alright. There we go. There we go. That's better. Alright. So, once you put that line in, you're just going to curve this way. Nice and small. And I'm holding this like a pencil, guys. And you're just going to curve this way. And there's his nose. It's a nose, everybody. Behave. Alright, so we got the nose in. Alright, so the next part is we're going to do his hat. We're going to do his hat. Alright, there we go. I'm going to make sure this is even on both sides. There we go. Okay, now, his hat, just grabbing more white paint, that's all I'm doing. Do a little like curvy Q on this side, so I curved this way. And then just brought it right off of the canvas. And then I did a little curve this way and brought it off of the canvas. Just like that. And then on the one side of him, I'm start here, and I just kind of pulled and squiggled. I'm holding my brush back here now, so it'll squiggle any way it wants to squiggle. And again on this part, and I just filled it in. And you guys can color his hat in any colors you want. You know, you Canadians out there, if you want to do it red and white, you can do it red and white. If you guys want to do the red, white, and blue like I did, you can do the red, white, and blue. You can color in his hat any colors you want to color. And when you go to color him in, do the white with your color. And then you're going to go in and just do the color so it pops nicely. Okay, 6,000%. And since I have the white on my brush, I'm just going to grab a little bit of black. I'm not going to overmix it. Nice and separated on my brush. Hello, 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 Jincy. How you doing, sweetie? Tina B. Loving some Nosey Gnome. Oh, yeah. 6,000%. So, I'm not going to overmix it. See, it's all separated on my brush, and I am just going to line it up with the outside of my circle, and I'm going to do flicks. We're going to do flicks to put in where his hair is going to be. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright. Swirl, tap, dab my brush, and we're going to do the other fireworks. So the other fireworks, we're going to use a smaller brush. the 4 fireworks in the middle, we're going to use a smaller brush. And you see these perfect little squares? I went around each piece with black. You can kind of see it on some of them. So to get these perfect little segments here, I went around each piece to make them squared off. Alright, just a heads up. Just a heads up on that one. Alright, so we're going to grab our smaller brush. Happy 4th of July! What? Poor Butters. I have to get his firework medicine. He hates the fireworks. He really does. Okay, so I'm grabbing Tiny, and I'm gonna get some clean white paint, guys. And we're gonna do the shapes of the other fireworks now. We're going to do the shapes of the other fireworks. So, the first thing I want to do, though, reverse, 1 second. I'm going to grab Big Boy, and I'm going to put the colors in these stripes. Because all the fireworks are above the stripes. So, let's do the colors in the stripes first. Sorry. Reverse. Change of plan. Grabbing Big Boy. Alright, so the one stripe is, 2 stripes are yellow, so I'm going to grab my yellow, and I'm going to grab a little bit of white with that. And I'm just going to follow along the original stripe that I did. And fill this in. Okay? And then I'm grabbing more paint. And I'm going to do this stripe. Alright, and then the one stripe is green, so now with the yellow on my brush, I'm just going to grab some blue and a touch of white. If you guys notice, white, I add white to everything, so I get the coverage. So it becomes to where you can't see through it. So just blue, white, and yellow. Blue, white, and yellow, and a little touch of white. So we'll do that stripe. Okay? And also, since you have the green on your brush, if you're doing this firework green, you might as well fill in the lines of the firework. And he's going over top of the yellow one, so we're just going to paint the stripes in exactly on top of the yellow stripes. Okay, so all the pieces that we drew before, I'm just coloring them in green now. That's all I'm doing. I'm just coloring them in green. And I'm going right over the yellow pieces. And you see how I'm holding Big Boy. I'm holding him like a pencil. And I just keep making sure that I have a nice thin edge on him. And if he starts to get globby on you, right, if you have globs on your brush, you're going to have globs on your painting, just wipe them off. Just wipe them off, and then you won't get the globs. Okay, and every time you see me leaving the canvas, I'm grabbing more paint. Right, you want to work with small amounts of paint on your brush. No big globby pieces. And you just want to color in the lines you already made. Okay, so I'm just coloring in the lines I already made, and since we put it in with white, it's going to be fine. Alright. Thank goodness for replay. That's right, 6,000%. Alright, I'm going to swirl tap that Big Boy because the other guy's purple. The other guy's purple, and so I'm going to put the red on my brush first and do the coat of red on this guy. So swirl tap dab my brush. I'm going to grab my red paint with a microscopic amount of white, because red doesn't really like to show up without its friend white, but see, look at that, very small amount of white. Hardly any white on my brush at all. Okay, and I'm just going to fill in this guy. And I'm putting him right over the yellow one also. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, because we're just coloring, guys. That's all we're doing. We're just coloring. And you see where I'm holding my brush. You see where I'm holding my brush, and I'm just doing small amounts of paint at a time. You see me refilling my brush like this through this. Every time I leave, I'm refilling my brush. So you see me doing that. Okay? Every time I leave, I'm refilling my brush. So small amounts of paint at a time. And we'll get the second coat of red on this guy. And like I said, the original had 5 coats of paint on them. Every firework was 5 coats of paint. All of my pieces, I did black around them to make them sharp. So, like I said, it's up to you guys how much time you want to invest in your painting, you know, and what effect you're going for. Do you have to be insane like me and add 5 coats of paint? Absolutely not. Do you have to go back in with Nifty and sharpen every single blast? Absolutely not. It's all up to you. It's your painting. It's whatever you want to do. 6,000%. Okay? It's your fireworks. It's your world. It is your world. That's the most amazing part of painting, is it's your world. You can make it any way you want to. Yes, Dick Flick paints are on sale. That's right, Jinsey. You told me that earlier. 6,000%. So if you guys want the exact paint that I use, dickflick.com, guys. I can post it. I used to have kits available that had the paint in the kits, but those kits were a lot of work, and I just found it easier to tell you guys to order your paint, and this way you get as much as you want. And and I offer all the brushes in my brush sets. So basically, you can order the. I'm trying to type in dickflick.com, and I'm having the biggest issue. All right, I'm good now. I got my keyboard. Up. I had all these emoji things pop up. Not really sure why. So that's where you get the paint. It's very affordable. And then if you get the brush set from me, you have everything you need to do every video I've ever done. All right, purple. All my purple lovers out there. So I got red on my brush already. I'm grabbing blue. I'm grabbing some more red. I'm grabbing a little bit of white. I'm going to do a little dab to make sure it's a nice bright purple for myself so I can see it against the black. Okay, I'm going to wipe the globs off of my brush. Got a nice little purple. Whoa! Oh, I just dropped my palette. Alright, you ready, guys? You want to see what I just did? You ready for this? Look at this. Look at this. This is good times right here. Where's the button to show you? Look at that. And I could just use it as a palette from the floor, right? Is that totally acceptable? Is that totally acceptable to use to just scoop the paint from the floor and use it as a palette? I can totally do that, right? That's allowed. Alright, you guys paint your firework purple. I'm going to clean this up. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, it has Butter's hair all in it. Yes, I was totally contemplating whether to scoop it up and put it back on my palette. No judgment, guys. Don't judge me. I was going to try to scoop it and put it back on my palette. I thought about it, but it has Butter's hair all in it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Making messes. What? What? Well, at least most of it landed on the rug. What? So, alright. I'm going to throw this away and clean my hand off. Blah! What? Look at that. Nice big mess I made. Great brushes. Thank you, Lovey. Oh, yeah. You know, you can't sweat that stuff, guys. You can't sweat that stuff. So, you know, you spill, you drop. I noticed that I have had the dropsies lately. I don't know why that is. So, sometimes I luck out and it drops and it's right side up. Sometimes that happens and then I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Lord. But sometimes I'm not that lucky. I am not that lucky. Jinsey, right? Bonnie, thank you for the stars. 6,000%, Jinsey. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. Alright. I'm done. I'm done messing with that thing. I want to paint my purple firework. We're done playing around. I want to paint my purple firework. Okay. Thank you for the stars, Jinsey. Maybe I should drop stuff more often. I did keep it kid-friendly, though, right? Kudos to me. Okay. So, purple. I have to do it again because it's all gone. Blue and red and white. Dab, dab. Make sure it's the purple that I want it to be. Nice and thin on my brush. I'm going to do my swoop. Swoop. There it is. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And I'm just going to color in my center. Just like that. And I'm going to do the lines. And like I said, I put spaces in between the lines. But you can do your firework any way you want to. Any way you want to. It's your firework. It's your firework. Grabbing more paint. And we're just coloring, guys. That's all we're doing at this point. We're just coloring. 6,000%. And then you have to decide what firework you want on top of what. Okay? So my purple one's going to go over the yellow one. But if you want the yellow one on top, you just skip over. You just skip over, you know, the lines of the yellow one. So that's how you do that. Okay? And I'm going to grab a little bit more white to make it a little brighter. 6,000%. So I just added a little white to my brush. Just a little smidge. Just a little bit, see? And I'm just making this a little brighter. Just added a little white, that was all. Because I want it to pop a little bit more. 6,000%. Okay. So, we're going to do that. Now we're going to let that dry. And then we're going to grab the small brush. Then we're going to grab the small brush and do the other fireworks. Alright, so I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. And I have to grab more paint. I wonder why. Because we're going to color in Nosey Gnome. And I need to make peach. So I need clean paint. So I'm grabbing white, yellow, and red. White, yellow, and red. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. White, yellow, and red. I gotta move my bat over because I don't want to step in this wet paint. There we go. Alright, now my feet can go wherever they want to go. Alright. I love you guys. It is what it is. Did I show you? I did show you. I did red, white, and blue. I'm having fun playing with my makeup. Right, guys? It's fun to try new things and you know, try different stuff. And like you guys with the painting, right? So I'm trying, so red, yellow, and white. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. And you mix that all together. You're going to get a peach. And you want to make sure, now that's a little bit dark, okay? I don't want it that dark, so I'm going to grab more white and yellow. Alright? And I'm going nice and slow and following my line. Use the flat of that brush to go nice and slow. And you'll stay in the line. You know me, I don't like coloring in the lines, but I'm trying my best here. Sometimes I wind up making a new line, and that's okay. And we're just going to swoop where the hat is. Just like that. And color it in, everybody. Coloring it in. And you just want to follow the shape of the head. Okay? And the more you brush over it, the more blended it'll get. Alright? Now I'm going to do the nose. Okay, again, holding this like a pencil, using the flat of that brush, following my lines. And we're going to put in our nose. Just like that. Swoop. There it is. Swoop, there it is. Okay, so the next thing I want you guys to do is, yours is gray. You have purple hair at the moment. Like really? Like you have purple hair, or do you just have purple hair on your gnome? I don't know why yours is gray, Jincy. Not really sure. Alright, so I'm going to wipe my brush off. Okay? I'm just wiping them off to get all that excess paint off of him. And I'm grabbing my red, just on the tip of the brush, a little bit of red paint. And you're going to extend the nose into the face. So I'm holding it here. I have a nice thin flat line. I'm going to go right where that line of the nose is into the face. And then I'm just going to fill in his cheek area. Okay, and then so you extend the shape of you extend the line of the nose, and then you just do a little curve to do the cheek area. And I'm going to grab a little bit more red paint. I'm going to extend the line of the nose here. I'm going to make sure these line up. And then I'm just going to do a little curve. And now I'm just kind of dabbing my brush to have his little cheek area there. And if you need to do that with a smaller brush, that's okay. You can grab your smaller brush and do it. You know, whatever's easier for you. Yours is usually brown and gray, but while on vacation, the kids wanted me to have purple. I love it, Bonnie. Mine's like a pink right now, pinky purple. I love it, 6,000%. Oh, all right, Jincy. I was talking about trying new things, and she said she had purple hair. I got you now. I'm on board. I got you guys. I got it. All right. So, I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. And I'm going to do a second coat of white on Nosey Gnome's hat. Alright, so this way when you color the hat in, it's gonna really pop for you. Alright, the colors are really going to pop. So I'm just grabbing white paint. And I'm just doing a second coat of white on his hat. And then once that dries, you guys can color in your hat any way you want to. Any way you want to. And if you already colored your hat in, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm putting the second coat of white, so this way you guys can, when you do color it in, or if you're going to make it white and red, or if you're going to have white in his hat, it's going to be nice and bold and bright. Okay? 6,000%. And I'm going to put Big Boy away, and I'm going to grab Tiny. He looks like a turtle. Hi, Myrna. How you doing? Hello, 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 Marie. Hi, Myrna. He looks like a turtle. Yeah, he could totally be a turtle. We can go with that. I went to write Myrna's name down and I dropped the pen. I have the dropsies. I'm going to hold on to this really tight. I'm grabbing white paint with my tiny brush and I'm going to put the star on his hat. Alright, so you're going to basically just start off like a little kid star. So I'm going to do I'm going to see where his point is, and then I'm going to do my triangle like this. I'm going to do my, you're waiting for your paint to dry, 6,000%. And I'm going to do my triangle. That's why I jump around a lot. Like, that's why I wanted to do the coat of colors on these guys, because I'm going to put the other fireworks in. But I'm waiting for it to dry. That's why I'm working on Nosey Gnome right now. And then Nosey Gnome will dry, and I'll work on the fireworks. And then this way I can go back to Nosey Gnome, and we could finish them up. So I'm going to do my triangle. And then you do your line up, right? Remember making these like a little kid when you were little? Right? Or anybody that's little watching right now? You know how to do this. Okay, and then you do your line the other way. And then you connect it across. Okay, and then, you know, you can adjust it accordingly now. So if you need this to be a little more sticking up, you can add a little more white to that. Right, so you're just using white paint and you're just going to fix it so it's the way you want it. And then if you're going to, you know, you do the tip of his hat into the bottom of the star there. And now I'm going to grab Mini Me and I'm going to just color it in with white paint. And then I can make it any color I want once this dries. Okay, so now I'm just filling and fixing. Just filling and fixing. That's all I'm doing. Straightening my lines out. Filling it with the white paint. Making my points bigger if I want them bigger. Hi from Miami. Replays. I just missed a whole bunch. Hi, Sadie. Sadie. Sadie's here. Hello, 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 Sadie. Welcome to the fam, hon. Sadie's in the house. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my replays are on my page or on my YouTube channel, lovey. Okay, so now we're going to go and do the fireworks in the middle. So I'm going to grab Mini Me. Mini Me is a small shader brush. He's a square shape, just like Big Boy. That's why I call him Mini Me, because he is a Mini Me of Big Boy. All right, and I'm going to grab white paint. I'm going to grab the white paint, and right in the middle here is the pink one. That is this one right here. And like I said, I did black to make these perfect squared off pieces. That's up to you and your patience level. I'm going to imagine my little centerpiece right here. If you need to put it in for yourself, you can totally put it in. So you can put a little dot to designate where the center is going to be. And I'm just going to pull. Now, Mini-Me will make pieces that are technically square shaped, so it's not too bad. And basically you just do these square shapes coming out from that center, like hands of a clock, guys. Like hands of a clock, just like if you were painting a flower with its petals. And you can add as many of these squares or as little of these squares as you want to. And I'm just pulling with my Mini-Me brush because he will make a square shape. Every time you see me leave the canvas, I am grabbing more paint, small amounts of paint at a time. Just filling him in, filling in all the squares, making sure that my angles are all from that center. 6,000%. Yes, Jincy, I said that. I was saying that before. Like this painting is, if a person has OCD, it's like their worst nightmare. 6,000%. And then I did a line that was a complete circle all the way around. So then I did dashes, right? So once you have it as big as you want it to be, I did dashes going completely around to form a circle. So, you know, I line it up with the furthest one out, and then I just do little mini pieces if it's a mini piece, and I just did the dashes all the way around so it made a circle. Okay, and once you get them in, you can adjust accordingly. Maybe you need to make some bigger so it's more round. So this way it is a clean circle edge around the whole firework. 6,000%. Okay, so the next one is blasting off from the side. See this guy? Where is he? Right here? Okay, so we're going to do this guy right here. And he's just little blast lines. So I'm grabbing my white paint again. And I'm going to come over here to this area right here. And I'm just going to do... Now, notice I moved my hand, not the brush. I'm holding my brush like this, and then I'm just pulling. I'm just pulling. That's it. And it's just like a little side blast. So you're just going to do like a little semicircle of that. And then if you want to add a little bit more, you can add the lines in between. It's completely up to you. It's your firework. Okay, so that's like a little blast. That guy. Then the other guy is a swirl. Swirl time. He's a swirl. Swoop. Swirly do. Swirly, swirly do. Okay, again, tiny and white paint. Tiny and white paint. And these ones in the center are in front of all the other ones. So if you hit a line from one of your other fireworks, just paint over it. See how this is over the green one? Because I just painted the line right over it, and it's over the purple one. That's why we're doing it in layers. And thank you so much, Samantha, for the stars. That's why we're doing it in layers, and that's how you're getting some of them to look closer and some of them to look farther away. So all these ones in the middle are over. They're the winners. They're on top of the ones we painted before. All right? So like I said, this is done in layers. So we had to do the fireworks in the back first. And now we can do the fireworks in the front. 6,000%. Okay? Thank you so much, Samantha. That was very sweet of you. So I'm grabbing white paint, and we're going to do the swirly-doo guy. He was over here. Okay, so holding it like a pencil, and you want to do like a little imaginary center, and we're just going to put some, you know, a couple of them in to get our center designated. And I'm just doing these curved lines. So I'm going to put a couple of these in so I can see my center now instead of just imagining my center. Because sometimes that's not easy to imagine where your center point is. Okay, so it's kind of like a little Chinese star or whatever you want to call it. So I start off, I'll give you a little close-up of this. Close-up! So let's do a close-up. There it is. Okay, so I started off like that. And then I just built upon that, following the same curves. So once I had that, I could add more. And I know that they're going to be coming out from that center. Yeah, Jincy, we were talking before how this is a person with OCD's worst nightmare, this painting. And I literally went with black and cleaned up every single firework line. Hi, Donna. Hello, hello, sweetheart. You missed the beginning. That's okay, Donna. You're here now. It's all good. Okay, and as I fill these in, I'm stopping my line to where it makes a circle. Okay, so I'm going to put this in, and I'm making it that long. So when I do the next one, I'm going to stop where that one is. And like I said, you can do these as one big continuous line, or you can do these, I keep putting my hand in my star, and I just stop it, or I make the one longer, right, because you could always make a piece longer or shorter, any way you want to do it, and I just stop it so it winds up making a circle on the outside. That's all. So, and you can always make it bigger. If you want to make it bigger, you can add more to it, and you're just following that same wraparound. It's up to you. It's your firework. And like I said, I'm totally supporting going rogue on this painting because it's just too much fun. And you guys can make your fireworks any way you want to. 6,000%. Okay, so I have one more to show you, and then I'll give you some ketchup mustard time. It'll take you to the 4th of July to do this painting, right, Bonnie? Well, at least you're staying festive. And I'm still digging the fact that you have purple hair. That's so awesome. I love it. 6,000%. Cheers, everybody. Okay, so the last firework is like flower petals. Okay, it's like flower petals. So again, you're going to imagine your center. And he was over here. Okay, so you're going to imagine your center and white paint. And you're just going to do little eyeball shapes. So I'm going to make my center like right here. So I'm going to do little eyeball shapes coming out from that centerpiece, that invisible center. Just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Little petals. And then you just build on that. You just build on that. So then you do the next row. Okay, so I add the next row in between. And they're a little bit bigger. So I add the next row in between, and I'm just doing a parentheses and a parentheses. See, a parentheses this way, parentheses that way. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So I did the ones in between. And then you do the next row, and you just keep adding these rows. And you want to make sure that, you know, you're not going too far off from your angle going to that center, you know. So if you want to put like a line to the center first, you can put like a little line and then add the parentheses on both sides, so you know that your petal is pointing to the middle part. So you can do a line and then do your parentheses around that line. And then this way, it's pointing to the middle. Oh, awesome, Bonnie. I can't wait to see it, sweetie. I was just going to ask you to do that. Bonnie sent me a private message so I can see her purple hair. So you can turn around and do the line. And then do your parentheses around it. So this way you know you're pointing to the center with your petals, and you can make this as big or as small as you want it. It's your little flower burst firework. Okay. And also what I did with this firework, this one has a little bit of fallout. Okay, so I filled in all my petals on top. Filled in all the petals on the top, going right to the center here. And then I added the petals on the bottom, so this all lines up. And this overlaps that blast one. Okay, so this overlaps that blast one. And then I did another little row on the bottom. So you can do your line. So here's your center. You want to do your line like a little curve like this. And then put your petal on it. So then it's kind of curving downwards. I mean, the ones that are completely on the bottom, you can just, but you do a little curved line like that. And then do your petal shape on it, and then it looks like it's kind of like falling downwards. So do a curved line and then do your parentheses around it. So that is how I made it look like the firework is starting to fall. If you want that effect to it, curved line, petal that way, petal this way. Okay, and then it looks like it's falling down. All right, so we got to add Nosey Gnome's hair in, right? And you guys can go ahead and color his hat any way you want to color his hat. Like I said, I did red, white, and blue. I did like 5 coats of red and 5 coats of blue. That's how I got such nice deep colors. So I just put the stripes on there, and then I just kept doing coats. Coat and coat and coat and coat and coat and coat. Okay, so we got to do his little forehead hair here. So I'm going to grab Mini Me. And I'm going to grab my white with a little bit of black. And I'm just going to do a dab. Like this. And I put a piece in the center. Like that. And then I just put in, so they're just like little teardrops. That's all. That's all they are. That's all they are. It's just like little teardrops. And I did 2 on either side of that, and then you could like curve that one if you want to, and then curve this one if you want to. Okay, so then there's his little bang hairs. And I did the curve above the hat. All right, so you don't have to worry about the hat line or anything like that. I did the curves above the hat line. Okay, so I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. And then you could do the other layer on his hair. So I just kerplunked my brush in black and white. And I'm just doing flicks now with the black and white on my brush to do his second layer of hair. So everything with acrylic painting is layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. So my finished painting is obviously I took the time to do every single layer. And the thing you want to remember is that if I were to do that on a live, we'll be here for like a very, very long time. So if there's something that you want to see, 6,000% I'll show you. But literally, when I'm live with you guys, I'm doing like the first 2-3 layers or something. So when you guys paint this on your own, it's up to you how many layers you want to do. So I'm swirl tap dabbing my brush, and I'm just going to grab some black paint, and I'm just going to do little like pieces to add a little detail to his bangs. Here, there, not everywhere. Okay, here, there, not everywhere. So I'm just adding, you know, Nosey Gnome gotta use some hair dye too. So it's up to you guys how much time you want to invest and how much time you want to do the colors. Okay, so I'm swirl tap dabbing my brush, and so on the yellow ones, I did yellow without grabbing white. So I'll give you a close up on this one. Close up. So it was kind of like a glowy yellow. So I'm just grabbing yellow paint with no white. And I did lines of yellow paint with no white. And they kind of like glow being against the black. So I added those in. And I'm just going to be careful not to go over my purple lines. So on the yellow ones, I added these yellow lines that have no white in them. So they're kind of see-through, see? And it just kind of makes it like glow. And then I did the same thing on the other one. So just yellow paint. And I'm just filling this in. Here, there, not everywhere. You know, and if you want to tuck in between, you could tuck in between. That's totally up to you. Alright, now I'm going to grab Tiny, and this blast one, I'm going to color first because this guy goes over it. So I'm going to color this little mini blast one, and he was orange, so I'm just grabbing yellow and red. Yellow and red. And I'm just going to color him in. Okay, so you want to color him in first because the petal firework is over him. Alright, so we're going to color this guy in first. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So the rest of this, other than giving Nosey Gnome his eyeballs, the rest of this painting is pretty much just coloring. And then I'm going to show you that I put the white accent on the fireworks. So I put like a white blast and whatnot coming out on top of the fireworks. Now see how I skipped over that petal coloring in? Okay. So you just, if there's one that's going to be on top, you just skip over where it's going to be. And then the one in the middle was pink. So I'm going to grab Mini Me, and I'm going to grab my white, and I'm going to grab my red, and I'm going to make a pink. And then you just come in here, and I just do them all pink. So just color all of these guys in whatever color you want. They're your fireworks. So doing the white first makes it easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And like I said, he's on top of all the other fireworks. So you just do your lines right over the top of any of the lines of the other fireworks. So I'm doing my pink now. And you can do fill in the dashes on your green and purple one that we did in white before. You can fill those in. 6,000%. Or you can leave them white if you want to leave them white. It is totally up to you. Basically the fireworks, as long as you have everything coming out from the center, doing the angles out from the center, they're going to look like fireworks. No matter what little details you put in or what ones you leave out, they're going to look like fireworks. 6,000%. So, and like I said, I went in later on and cleaned all this up. I cleaned it all up with the black paint. So I'm going to do some of these messy. And then I just went in, close up. I went in with Mr. Nifty, who I give out for free for sending support. So I go in with Mr. Nifty. I'm trying to hold this and paint at the same time. Earthquake! So see all that smudgy right here? So I just went in with Mr. Nifty and black paint and cleaned it all up. That's why we did the black paint, just black on top. Okay, so you can clean up all of your things with the black paint if you want to get them nice and crisp. Now the white that I did on these fireworks, basically I just took white paint and I added little details to everything. So like this one I did like a little shootout. This one I did all dots and then more blast marks. This one I did like the little flower piece. This one I did a blast, a circle of dots, and then the dash is going, flicking all the way out. This one I only put dots on top of. This one I did some dots, and then I did the lines following the curve of the firework. This one, right, blast, circle of dots, and then some random dots all the way around it. So you guys can add your white little details to these any way you want. All right, and this one had the blast and then orange dots, and then I did the white shootouts on it. See? And yes, I went around every little dot with black paint. So those little details, you guys, I want you to go rogue. I want you to have fun. You can totally do those on your own. There's no trick or secret or anything like that. It's basically how much time do you want to spend on your painting, you know, and the dots are just dots, right? So I just grabbed Tiny, and so on this guy, right? So I just did, once it dries, I just did white dots going in the circle. And then I added, for the dashes is just a flick of your brush. Like this. So I'm just flicking the brush. That's all I'm doing. And then you can put your dashes in. So, like I said, it's your fireworks, it's your painting. You can add whatever little details you want. You know, when all your colors are dry, you can have fun with the white and add all of that in. And then Nosey Gnome, other than coloring him in, which you guys can do 6,000%, I just grabbed black paint, and for his eyeballs, you follow this line up and then go a little bit over. And there's one eye. Follow that line up. Go a little bit over. There's the other eye. Just like that. And then you want to add in your dots. Dot. And you want to add in your swoop. Swoop. And he's all set. So, if you guys want to see anything else, 6,000%, I'll show you. But the rest of this painting is coloring and having fun and adding white dots and white dashes. You really don't need me for that. Because the layering we took care of, like I said, if one's over the other, you just put those lines on top. That's all. And Nosey Gnome, make whatever color you want. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this painting. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see, and that's why I'm going to stop instructing, because I don't want to micromanage you guys. I want you to have fun. I want you to plug into your creativity, and I want you to do your colors any way you want to do your colors, and do your blasts any way you want to do your blasts, and go rogue, go rogue, go rogue, go rogue. If you have any questions for me for watching the replay, you can instantly message me. Message me on Facebook. It's all good. If you send me support via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, or the stars, message me your address. I can get you out your Mr. Nifties. Also the same with the brush sets and all of that happy stuff. And it is the 1st of July. It's July 4th weekend. Please be safe. Please don't shoot off your finger. Please, 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 please. You're so welcome, guys. Please don't shoot off your finger. Please be careful if you're going to be driving, because some people are going to be partaking in the festivities, if you know what I'm saying. So please make sure that you guys stay safe and, be a little cautious. Order an Uber if you have to order an Uber. That's right. You can never have too many Mr. Nifties. Because he's a sneaky little guy. He likes to go down drains. He likes to get lost. So, I'll send a Nifty out. You send support, I'm sending you a Nifty. That's all there is to it. 6,000%. So, I hope you guys had fun with Nosey Gnome. I'll do some past blasts of Nosey Gnome. I was going to past blast the mermaid painting. I can't find it. A lot of the cities have free rides home. Excellent. Yeah. Have fun this weekend. Just make sure you stay safe, okay? So, yes, everybody have a safe and wonderful weekend. 6,000%, Donna. 6,000%. All right? So, you all warm my heart. Thank you so much for the stars. Thank you so much with the PayPal and the Venmo and the Cash App. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you gotta work all the week. You gotta work this whole weekend. Oh, that happens. I'm not doing anything special either. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So happy 4th of July to everybody. Happy Canada Day to everybody. Happy whatever day it is for you, wherever you are. I love you all. You all warm my heart. All right? And have fun and go create. Okay, fam? Mwah. I love you all. Have a great night. I'll see you Tuesday. Mwah. Oh, I didn't show you. Hold on. Reverse. Not saying goodnight yet. I want to show you what's coming up. All right. 6,000%. Hold up, hold up, hold up. So, next Friday is our All Things Beachy. Next Friday is All Things Beachy. Whoop, hit the camera. The Friday after that, it's going to be our Pirates, Ship, and Sharks. This is the new one, Christmas in July. Jincy, here you go, lovey. Christmas in July. There they are. We're going to be doing Cardinals, people. So, nobody's seen this yet. This is the premiere of me showing you, because I didn't even post the event yet. So, Christmas in July, guys. There you go. Alright, now I can say goodnight. Good night, everybody. Mwah. Y'all warm my heart. Have a great night. Have fun and go create.